Hi guys. So today I want to share with you my struggle with heartburn, more specifically GERD. This was a challenge for me for a good few years. I found myself rushing to the hospital late nights because of severe stomach pains, chest hurting so much I thought I was having a heart attack, even having some intense throat pains and burnings, and the feeling of something being stuck in my throat. Sometimes I didn't want to eat or drink anything because of how uncomfortable I was feeling. A part of the issue was also me not being able to have a comfortable night's sleep. So after eating, I found myself sitting up 4, 5 or more hours just so my stomach could settle somewhat to be able to rest comfortably. And what magnified the situation for me was, I remember one morning after preparing breakfast, I started feeling these severe and intense stomach pains, and I just couldn't understand what was causing it. I started to feel nauseous, and which even led me to vomit. After which I went to the hospital, and after some questioning, I found out it was GERD, and the doctor gave me a high dose of Nexium, and that calmed me down for a little bit. But then it didn't control the problem, it only solved the symptom at that point in time. But from time to time, I found myself having, the same issue: the stomach pains, the regurgitation, the chest pains, pains under the breast, the throat pains. They were just so continuous. And I just didn't know what to do. The medication worked now, but it just did not solve the problem. Antacids were the same, worked for a while, but didn't solve the problem. I got so frustrated, and I decided to take control of the situation. And after doing some intense research, this is how I came to find out about what helped to solve my issue with GERD, and this is licorice root. Now, licorice root is used for many health problems. The Chinese even use it as a common component of their therapies. It has been used to help treat the common cold to more severe problems such as cancer. It's considered to be an anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, antimicrobial, and an immunostimulant. Licorice has been used to help in situations like I mentioned: heartburn, GERD, reflux, improve digestion, deal with stomach ulcers, bloating, constipation, stress and fatigue, sore throat, coughs, sinus infection. It also has been used as an antiviral against herpes and hepatitis. Using licorice, I noticed that my condition improved immediately. No exaggeration, not telling a lie, but licorice started working instantly for me. I wasn't having any more regurgitation of acids, no burning throat, and much of the other symptoms that I mentioned. It didn't, my condition didn't occur as often anymore, and that was dependent also on my diet, how I ate. So licorice has become a staple for me, and how I've used it is in using the root. So I have them here. This is the root. This is what it looks like. It looks almost shredded, and this is the powdered form. I prefer the root, but sometimes when I'm unable to get the root, I resort to taking the powder. So in using the root, what I'll do is I use a teaspoon, sometimes 2 teaspoons, in about 2 cups of water, 2.5 cups of water, and I boil that for about 5 minutes, let it cool, and then I drink. Now I will have this for several times throughout the day, maybe 3 or 4 times throughout the day. But in doing so, I do not make a fresh pot of tea. So whatever I started out with in the morning, that's what I use for the entire day. All I do is just keep adding water. The licorice is naturally sweet, so therefore no sweetener is needed. And in using the powder, you may add a teaspoon to a cup of boiling water. Let it steep, cool, and then you can consume it. Now, if you want a double dose of effectiveness, you may add some ginger root to it. You may use the powder and or the root. And that will be a very good concoction to help relieving whatever symptoms of reflux and GERD you may be experiencing. Now, I found mine at my local health food store, so you may also be able to find yours at your local health food store, or you may purchase it on Amazon. Now, I must say that even though licorice is very effective at what it does, this is not a leverage to compromise your health and eat any which way because of the diet and lifestyle you've chosen. Eating the right way is integral to our overall health, and respecting our body and our gut is most important to having a better position in preventing and staving off illnesses. So I would say that if you are experiencing much of the symptoms that I experience with reflux, you have problems sleeping because you are having throat pains, or you're having regurgitation, or you're just in so much pain, you're uncomfortable because of how your stomach is feeling from the reflux action or the GERD, you can try licorice. But before you try it, ensure that you speak to your doctor first, or you may, and not even or, but do your own research. Whatever works for me may not work for you. But at the end of the day, what we want is better living, a better lifestyle, and having good health will keep us on that path.